telling her she's pretty. Seriously, you're killing the tension without even knowing it. If you wanna actually trigger her desire, you need to use these 6 forbidden compliments instead. Look, most guys are out there playing the game are wrong because they stick to the same boring, predictable compliments that every other dude is throwing around. You tell her she's pretty or cute, and honestly, it's a white noise to her. It doesn't trigger anything deep because it's too safe, too easy, and frankly, a bit lazy. If you want to actually stand out and create that magnetic pull, you have to stop complimenting her appearance and start complimenting her essence. We're talking about those forbidden compliments that bypass the logical brain and go straight to the emotional core. Instead of focusing on the surface, you need to notice the subtle things, the way her mind works, her specific vibe, or that tiny spark in her eyes when she talks about something she loves. When you validate the parts of her that the rest of the world overlooks, you ain't just being nice, you're becoming the only person who truly sees her. And that's an incredibly powerful psychological trigger. Quick favor, if you're getting value from this, hit like and sub. It helps the channel big time. Now back to it. The second thing you gotta realize is that most compliments actually feel like a transaction, which is why they often fall flat and fail to build real tension. When you tell a woman she looks hot in a specific outfit, it can sometimes feel like you're just judging her based on a checklist, which is super superficial. The real magic happens when you use a forbidden compliment that targets her character or her unique energy. Try something like, I love the way your mind operates when you're solving a problem. It's actually kind of intimidating in the best way possible. Do you see the difference there? You're not just saying she's smart, you're telling her that her intellect has a physical effect on you. This creates a sense of mystery and respect that goes way beyond a simple ego boost. It moves the conversation from a shallow exchange of pleasantries to deep inner connection where she feels both understood and slightly challenged, which is exactly where the desire starts to grow. Which one of these felt the most dangerous to you? Or better yet, tell me about a time a specific compliment actually changed how you felt about someone. I'm reading all your stories below. Now, let's talk about the power of micro observations, which is basically the ultimate psychological hack for your daily interactions. Most guys wait for a big moment to say something nice, but the pros know that the most impactful compliments are the ones that feel spontaneous and deeply specific. Instead of a generic, you look nice today, you wanna catch her in a moment of authenticity and call it out. You might say, there's this specific way you laugh when you're actually surprised that makes me wanna keep you around forever. This is a forbidden move because it's high stakes. You're revealing your observation of her soul. not just her face. By pointing out these tiny, almost invisible details about her personality or her mannerisms, you're proving that your attention is hyper-focused on her. This level of presence is rare in today's distracted world, and when a woman feels that your attention is a premium gift, her attraction to you will skyrocket almost instantly. Another massive mistake guys make is being too nice or agreeable, which actually kills the tension and makes them seem predictable and low value. If you agree with everything she says and compliment every single move she makes, you become part of the background noise. To use these forbidden compliments effectively, you have to mix them with a bit of edge or playfulness. This is what we call the push-pull dynamic. You can compliment her intelligence but follow it up with something like "you're way too smart for your own good." It's actually kind of dangerous how easily you can read people. This keeps her on her toes. It's a compliment wrapped in a challenge. It tells her that you respect her mind, but you ain't intimidated by it either. This creates a psychological friction that is incredibly attractive because it shows you're a man who's confident enough to admire her without losing his own identity or becoming her yes man. Do you think these compliments are a cheat code or just being more observant? I want to hear your honest take. Is that manipulation or just deep connection? Let's settle this in the comments. If you wanna apply this to your everyday life and not just when you're on a date, you need to master the art of the delayed compliment. This is where you observe something amazing about her, but you don't say it immediately. You let it simmer. Imagine you're just hanging out and instead of blurting out something as soon as you think it, you wait until there's a quick moment, a lull in the conversation, and then you drop it softly. You could say, I was just sitting here thinking about how much I admire the way you handle pressure. You have this incredible calm that's actually really rare because it's not immediate. It feels much more sincere and much less like you're just trying to win points. It feels like a genuine realization that just bubbled up from your subconscious. There's a kind of depth is what builds a long-term intimacy and makes her feel like you're constantly discovering new incredible layers to who she is, which is a total game changer. Finally, I want you to remember that the most important part of using these forbidden compliments is the delivery and the intent behind them. If you're just reciting lines you found on the internet, you'll snuff that out in a heartbeat and you'll end up looking like a total manipulator. These tools are meant to be used as a way to amplify the truth and not to manufacture lies. The goal is to find the parts of her that are genuinely spectacular and to give those parts a voice. When your compliments are rooted in real observation and delivered with become steady eye contact, they become more than just words. They become emotional anchors. You're essentially training her brain to associate being around you with feeling deeply seen, respected, and desired in a way that no one else manages to do. Master this, and you won't just be another guy in her life. You'll be the man who understands the very fabric of her being, and that's a level of connection that's absolutely unbreakable. Your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Peace.